How in the world did you get that bad? Girl, you ain't supposed to be the shit like that. How you go so?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, That Chick Crissy, here in the studio with the man working, doing his thing. Peedi Crakk.
Always. What up?
He's in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn a lot lately. What up, BK?
What's good? What are you working on out here?
Everything, man. Just a bulk of music, mixtape, EP. Shot my man Henny Lope for Real Dope Records, and just music, just to get away, a different environment.
So I was gonna ask.
With music, yeah. Cause I could work home, but it feels good in Brooklyn. Brooklyn feels like Philly, just with a more positive vibe.
Right.
But I love Philly.
You feel people are more open and accepting out here, like to your coming back and doing what you're doing.
Yeah, they do. They do. Home, people feel like they know me, and it's kind of like I'm theirs. Like I'm Philly's own.
Right.
But it's like the appreciation is different when you step outside of your home and your comfort zone. Opposed to if somebody see me in Philly, they'd be like, "Oh, there go Peedi Crakk."
Right.
If somebody see me in New York and Brooklyn walking, they'd be like, "Oh shit, Peedi Crakk."
You're kind of regular in Philly, right?
Yeah, I'm a regular in Philly. You're like, "Oh, I know him. He goes with he's my baby mom's cousin or somebody." Some bullshit.
What are you doing now that's gonna be different than what you've done in the past?
You know what? It's not really what I'm doing now. It's how I'm doing it now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it with more conviction and more confidence. You know what I mean? Like I feel more strong about what I'm doing. I'm more sure. You know, before I wasn't certain. I just know I'm talented and I know how to rap and I know how to deliver this stuff. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't certain about everything I wanted to do. I was more like I'm trying. I was just trying. I was experimenting with everything.
You couldn't hear what everybody else heard when you were listening to your own?
I didn't. I was just experimenting and just having fun. Now I don't experiment now. I know exactly what I'm doing. When I hear a beat, I know what I want to do to it. I know how I'm going to do it because I've done it for so many years. Mm-hmm. That it's more my thing now. It's my thing. You know what I mean? I didn't have a thing back then.
Right.
I was just doing it. I have a thing now that I do.
You think that's with maturity though, or you think that's just...
Definitely 100% maturity. All in growth, experience and growth.
So let me ask you this then, because that brings up a whole nother point, right? Like a lot of the stuff that's on the radio now, you know what I'm saying? Like some people try to be politically correct and support the younger guys and talk about the quality of the music, but there's a lot of bullshit on the radio.
Definitely.
There really is.
About 75 to 80% bullshit. And it's all coming from hip hop.
Right.
I might listen to the radio or I might enjoy a song, and most likely it's not a hip hop song. You know what I mean? Most likely it's like a pop record or R&B Usher record or some shit. So
you think, like, knowing what you know with how much you've developed because of maturity, you think that it's better? Like, what do you think about the game, you know, not really showing that love to a lot of the older artists, knowing the maturity and the quality that could come now?
I don't trip about that. See, this is the thing. I can't really answer that question because I'm not really concerned about that, and I don't pay attention to that. The thing is that the difference between the artists from where I came up to the artists now is that we hold real fans, and the quality is still some type of quality in that music. Most, not all, but the majority of these new artists, it's not a real strong quality factor, and the fan base isn't a solid fan base. Right. It's like a new wave kind of fan base that, whereas though your shit is just generic to them, and when the song pop for like a month or two, and then like it's like a throwaway razor. Like, I need a new razor. This shit is dull. Get a new razor. We're not throwaway razors. We're them shits that, I mean, the shits that stay there, the metal shits that sit in the case that you buy your dad on Father's Day. Yeah, you just freshen the blade up. But we have fans that stuck behind us, and I think the main thing is because of the quality of the music, yo. Because a lot of people got image and all of that. It's not about that. Image is important, but I always, when I looked at an artist, somebody that I looked up to, it was the quality and it was the craftsmanship. Like, that craft was like I could see that he took his time, and I respected that. And that's what made me a fan of this person and his music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now it's just like, the song is hot. I can only listen to this shit when I'm in the club drunk. When I leave here, I'm not playing this shit in the crib. You can forget it.
Or you rock out to a whole song and you're like, yeah, that shit is hot, and then when it's off, you don't remember where they said.
You don't remember shit, yeah. It's not like it don't stick with you, you know what I mean? We don't got them artists no more. Once in a while they come along, like, we get more R&B artists like that than rap artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of R&B artists that come out, they got that old feel, like Miguel, and we have a few of them, but they just got that feel, like you can tell he's really into his music.
Right.
Rappers, it's too easy to just grab a south beat and just be like,
hoes, bitches, money, cars, hoes, bitches, money, cars.
Yeah. So.
I did a whole segment on my opinion on how I think hip hop is dumbing down the black culture. What do you
agree, yo. I can agree with that. I used to hate when people would say some negative shit about hip hop and try to blame this and that on hip hop. But hip hop should take a lot of blame for a lot of shit that's going on out here in this world, because it's our shit. It's like urban people, not just black people, but just urban people. We're influenced by this shit. And I used to think like, yo, how can music influence you? If you got any smarts about you, you'll know that it's music, and this isn't real life and this and that. But music is influential, whether you're paying attention to the words or just the energy from it that it gives you. So we are responsible for this shit. So it does affect the whole culture and everything. We're ruining the culture. You're right. You're right. I wish that this shit would go back to the Poor Righteous Teacher days, the X-Clan and all that shit. Just so we can add some more thought in this shit. The KRS-One and all this shit. Whereas though, where it means something. There's no message no more.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. We were talking too though about you know, there was a point where hip hop was the voice for the urban community. Like, it exposed the police brutality and the gangs and the drugs and a lot of stuff that mainstream America didn't know about. Right. And now, like, there's no more voice.
Now it's just the voice for how ignorant we didn't transform. Like, I was trying to talk.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, that's just the show. It's the voice musically of how ignorant we are these days, like, in the urban community. It's the voice for a Friday night, a hot Friday night, and a gang of niggas.
And bottles, monies.
Bottles,
and
monies, and hoes, and cars.
What do you remember as your greatest moment in your career?
Damn. Yo, see, it'd be hard to answer them questions. I can't think of a favorite song. I can't think of no favorite one thing.
There's nothing. There's nothing in your career that you look back and you're like that was just such a beautiful
because when I look
thing.
back, the whole thing to me was beautiful.
Nice.
Just the fact that I was even blessed to even be a part of hip hop and to be a part of a big conglomerate like Rockefeller is amazing to me. So I can't just think of one thing. The whole thing is just like this big, crazy thing in my head. You know what I mean?
It's all jumbled
up.
I know why. It's not because it was all great. Probably it's all jumbled up.
I mean, a lot of drugs and drinks. But sorry. Nah, but honestly, when I think of the positive things, there's too many things. I think of mad shit, like just being, just rhyming with Beans in the hotel. You know what I mean? Making joints with him, going back and forth, freestyling with him. Like stuff that you'll never get again. You know what I mean? Right. And just random stuff. I don't know, man. Getting a phone call from Jay about a song that was the #1 song on the radio. Like yo, for him to call me and tell me the song #1, like yo, your song #1, the Neo joint was #1 on Hot 97. He's like, yo, your song #1 on the radio, kid. And it was just this feeling like, yo, this is Jay-Z telling me I got a #1 joint. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was just weird. Like, stuff like that. There's a lot of them, though. I got mad shit. I can sit here and just ponder. So I can't think of one thing. I can't think of one. I don't have one favorite color, though. That shows you how I am, though. I'm one of those people. I'm very indecisive, yo. But I always search for the best thing. That's what my thing is. It works out in a good way.
Well, that means you appreciate it.
It slows me down. It's a slow process, but it does get the best out of me. You know what I mean? Because I don't just snap to one thing. I gotta sit and think and try to get the best thing out.
Who was the first artist that you worked with coming up that you were like in awe that you were sitting in a room working with them?
Damn, that's a good one, you know. You know what? I'm gonna say it was the first star artist I ever worked with, and that was Cameron.
Okay.
It's the first star I ever been on a song with. Before then, I never was on a song. I was just on a song with like my peers, but I never was on a song like a big star that the world looked at as a star, like Cameron.
How'd that come about?
I was performing. I wasn't signed to Rockefeller yet, but I was performing on One for Peedi Crakk in Philadelphia at this kid named Coriat. Had like a party he threw every weekend.
I thought he was gonna say every year. You say every weekend.
No, it's like every weekend. Yeah, I had to think. I was about to say a day, but I don't know if it was Saturday or Friday.
Right.
But anyway, every weekend is up in Frankfurt. He threw this party, and him and Cameron was tight. And Cam would come to Philly a lot. I think he had a girlfriend in Southwest or some shit because he brought her a hair salon. It was like some super diplomat shit going on in like Southwest Philly, like. You know, somebody would always talk about Cameron driving the pink range and shit. Like, oh, I saw the pink range. So anyway, this nigga comes to the show for Coriat, and he hears me do the 1 for Peedi Crakk and 2's for free, 3's for Young Gunna. He see me do that shit. So I'm not signed yet, but Coriat gives him the number. He liked it. He calls me the next day and was like, yo, kid, I want to do that song with you, Crack.
Nice.
That 1 for Peedi Crakk. When you come to New York, bring it with you, and I'm going to do it. And I went to New York, and he kept his word. I went there, the bass line, and I laid it. He's like, yo, just lay it. I'm going to leave. I'm going to come back. It's going to be done. And I laid it and left it there. And the next day I come back, and it was him, Jewels, Beans, and Sparks on it. This is the original 1 for Peedi Crakk.
Nice.
Then, you know, political shit happened, and it ended up no more Cameron and no more on it.
Really?
And it was Beans and Beans and Free, Chris, and me.
The council.
It's That Chick Crissy. Don't let the blue eyes and the light skin fool you. I'm the prettiest pit bull you've ever seen. Pink, I'm that chick, and here's why.
How in the world did you get that bad? Girl, you ain't supposed to be the shit like that. How you go so hard, but your body's so soft. I love how you put on, but you need to take it off from me. How in the world did you get that bad? Girl, you ain't supposed to be the shit like that. That's that chick right there. That's that chick.